When?
Right
Now?
Here, but you can just get going.
Hey OC Valley, this is Jesse. So I'm here at a local demonstration or march, and I'm not quite sure what it's called. There's somebody here. What's the march called?
I'm trying to remember the group that is called under.
I know I saw a Facebook post, but I couldn't quite remember what it was called.
Hold on. Actually,
We can go ask somebody over there, maybe.
Yeah, we're just gonna walk and ask people. We're asking people what their signs mean and what they mean to them, and
well,
And
I
just
tell you
kinda-
what mine are.
okay, what do you have?
Self-explanatory.
Okay.
Traitor. Trump is a traitor because he's siding with Putin, and what he did with Zelensky was so embarrassing for the country.
Oh, on the last interview.
Yeah, and because he's selling us out, and nobody sees that. I don't get how they can't see that. Okay. Yeah, he's not for the people. He's for power. He only cares about himself, and if you have money, that's all he cares about. Like, I mean, those gold cards. Come on, we're not a casino.
I did hear about those.
Yeah.
That is, I don't know
It's
too much
not-
about them, but I did.
Okay, well, casinos have tier levels of players' cards,
Uh-huh.
and the more money you spend, the more benefits you get.
So that's what
Okay.
the cards are?
That's what the casinos are.
Or the casinos,
Casino
yeah.
cards
Right,
are.
right.
You get comps and stuff. Well, he's treating our country like we're a casino. We're not a casino, okay? You know.
That is
and
true.
then people, get all, like Trump said, like a lot of people are treating Trump like the Republicans anyway, are treating him like they're a goddess or something. Like he's a fake prophet, and what was I talking about?
Is it just different feelings that you have, or what specifically what your signs mean? What was this
Right.
one?
I had a point
So
about
the deport-
fake prophet thing.
Oh, the fake prophet thing.
Yeah.
I have heard a
And
couple
then-
people.
Elon, but felon, get it?
Elon, Fallon. I do see that symbol.
Yes. And my little picture of my rat. He's kind of cute, but that's not what it's for.
Well, I appreciate you explaining things. I'm going to try to get other
Okay.
people to explain
Yes.
their signs and what they mean to them
I don't
too.
know how many.
So,
I noticed last
yes,
time.
you got a mic on, so you can hold
Yeah,
the
I
mic
could-
out.
I don't see my friend Angie.
See, and I want people to understand too is that just because I'm here asking doesn't mean I'm against anybody or for anything. I have my own beliefs, and stuff like that. I just simply want people to explain what their
Yeah,
signs
I
mean.
follow you. I was doing the whole Foster Park thing.
Oh yeah, so you're right
at-
there
at
with
City
me.
Council.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyone here? I'm waiting for my friend Angie.
Okay, well let's just start asking people and see if anybody wants to speak. Hi.
Hi. So we're not actually going to march. We're going to be on the four corners and wave signs.
Okay, okay.
We're going to be here for about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was I looked on the Facebook thingy. What was the group called?
There's a national movement called 50501. So 50 protests in 50 states when
Do they do it every once a month kind of a deal, or?
we did one in February
Right.
17th. You were there,
Yep.
and I'm not sure how often we're going to do it, but this one's March for Liberty.
Okay, this is the March for Liberty.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were on
So-
the bridge doing that bridge thing, weren't you?
Yeah, I get in trouble for stuff like that.
Oh, I liked
said-
it. I like to be informed about
Apparently, you have to be an engineer to shake a rail. So,
it. Yeah, I have to catch it and I recognize you.
oh, well, thank you. So you're ex-military?
Yeah,
Nice. I'm ex-army too. Thank you for your service.
yours too.
So, what is I'm asking everybody what their signs mean to them and why they're here. So,
Well, I'm here because our leader thinks veterans are losers and suckers, and that just bothers me. I support veterans. We served and we should have be respected better than that.
so more benefits. I'm a firm believer in all of us should get a half acre of land somewhere, like the Romans did.
I'll go along with that.
Right, I would love that. So I'm just going to ask people around and see if anybody wants to speak. Do you guys want to speak on behalf of your signs and what they mean to you?
No thanks.
No thanks?
No thanks.
Okay, so what does yours say?
Pretty
It's a
selfish.
cute. Well, it is, but it's sideways, so I couldn't actually see it.
Yeah.
So, and yours is Trump is the enemy of the people. And then,
The one thing I will say, on my sign, a coup is defined as a sudden unlawful seizure of power. I think that's perfectly clear language. that describes the situation.
That is an accurate statement. So
Yeah.
thank you, thank you. Then Trump is the deep state. So that's what you believe?
We're going to spread out to the four corners.
Maybe we'll walk down the sidewalk and then get a view and then stop. Maybe let's go over here and we'll cut across this way. All right, so we're over here in Clarkston, Washington, and they're doing the 50. This is the
51.
right. This is a March for Freedom, is what it's called. But this particular one is called, and they're just going to be going around different 50 states, and everybody does it. So we're going to just walk by real quick, and I'm going to look at your video or your signs. Yep, you did. I remember that one. If anybody wants to speak on anything, do you want to say anything? What does your sign mean to you?
Who are you?
My name is Jesse.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I just think we need to stand up for democracy, that it's being torn down day by day, hour by hour. The Trump administration appears to be
The brave souls will go across the street.
just a pawn of Putin, that he's actually carrying out Putin's wishes, not ours.
Like Putin and him are
Looks like they are.
have a
Their
plan of action.
collaborators are worse. Yeah.
That's interesting. I have to be impartial here, so I'm just asking, you know what I mean? I have to ask. I don't know much about politics and stuff like that, so this is almost a learning experience for me. When I'm asking you guys these things, if you know, there's something I don't know, that way I can learn, right? So, oh, it'll be peaceful. I think they're just going to be driving around. Is you anything else you'd like to say?
I think that's it for me. Thanks.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much for speaking.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you doing? So this is your sign.
Same as last time around, yeah?
Drink blue and piss red.
You got it. You got it.
What is the underlying? I could tell you got some feelings then about it.
It's important to make change. You know, we have an opportunity in the next election cycle to make change. This is all the beginning of it, but really it comes down to voting, standing up, and finding people who want to run for election, who reflect my views, our views. So, you know, we can protest all we want,
Right.
but until we change Congress and Senate, this is a.
And it starts out locally too, right? We got
It
where.
all starts right here. We got to
Yep.
find representatives who want to run for elected officials, elected
Exactly.
positions, and it's hard to find that in this environment.
What about everybody here?
Oh, there's several. There's a couple former.
I remember you did.
There's a couple former city councilors here right now. There's a city manager here.
Yep. I aim to be on city council, hopefully in Clarkston this year.
I don't think we have any state representatives here, but yeah, I know you want to run,
Yep,
and
yep.
more power to you.
So I think it'll be good to be. I don't even know what I am. So I just.
You don't have to be. See, city councils are nonpartisan.
Right.
Now
Right.
there's a law.
Isn't the mayor supposed to be kind of nonpartisan too?
Awesome. Now in Idaho, they're trying to actually change that, but nonpartisan. So
Okay. Yeah. We gotta move down.
people to talk to.
Yep. Thank you very much. Do you want to speak about your sign?
Speak about your
I think it
sign.
speaks for itself.
Well,
It doesn't say any words, but it speaks loud.
well, what does it make you feel? Why are you holding this up? If somebody like me who drives by, I don't honestly know what it means.
It's a can-do sign. It means,
It's a can do.
yeah, that we can do this, that we can change things
Like-
for the better.
Okay.
Keep our eye on the prize.
I'm hoping that we have a cross section of the political spectrum here today, that you have Republicans here as well. Understanding that you may have differences in policies, but what's going on right now is absolutely not our government. There is no government at this point.
He was past chairman of the Democratic
Just stop,
Party.
Bren. Jeez.
But right now
I
you're
don't need
making
a publicist.
Right now you're making a point to say that this can be Democrats,
It
Republicans,
has to be.
liberals. It has to be.
It
We all
has
have
to
to
be.
come together and come up with some
Because
kind of.
this is about our Constitution and all the norms that are not being done through the Constitution that we normally have. For some reason or other, our Republican people in Congress decided that they don't want the job of doing what the Constitution tells them they're supposed to be doing. and we're not going to get this solved unless they're on board with this.
So you'd like more checks and balances constitutionally?
Oh
then?
yeah, I mean, listen, you know, you don't agree with everything every president ever does, but he's not even going through our constitutional due diligence, if you want to call it that, of Congress making decisions with money, Congress deciding whether a department stays or goes, not him as the president. And then
So-
you lay off all these people. Sadly, a lot of these people are veterans who have served in the military, served in war front areas. They come back to get a job in the federal government, and you have Republicans telling them, well, you know, it's not that big of a deal. I think one of them got ran out of a town hall the other night, a senator, because he just refused to answer a veteran's question about why are you doing this, you know. So it's not right what they're doing. They're letting an outsider. I would love to know what Republicans would think if a Democratic president said to George Soros, come in here with some people and just start gutting the government or start adding more to the government. They'd have a heart attack.
Right.
And yet, nothing about Elon Musk, but there are Republicans starting to get concerned about it. So,
There's some checks and balances that would need to be
yeah.
made sure
no,
T's are crossed and
yeah,
I's are
we need to
dotted. I
follow
agree.
the Constitution.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for speaking.
Okay.
So, do you want to speak about your sign? I see it's almost Nazi-esque.
Well, I think Musk is a Nazi, so and he's helping Trump dismantle the federal government. I'm a former government employee. My husband retired from the Fed, so I think what he's doing is terrible. I think that there's not democracy in what they're doing.
Well, that goes with the checks and balances thing, right?
Right.
Which I have to learn what all those things are, so that way I can. There's probably so many of them, big old books this thick, and
Yeah.
thank you very much for talking. I really appreciate it. So,
All right, give a little commentary before you go next person.
okay, we're in Clarkston, and this is the March for Freedom, I believe, is what this particular 51. Is it the 50, 50, 51? It's in. It is a. I would frame it as an anti-Trump, anti-Musk rally, but also a freedom of expression. So I'm here asking everybody what their signs mean and what they mean to what they mean to them and why they're presenting it. So your signs: Trump and Musk, the end of democracy, and stand with Ukraine. You stand with Ukraine.
Absolutely.
Okay. What? I'm just going to ask these questions, but how do you think? I know the answer to this one. How do you think Trump is not standing with Ukraine?
Well, you did see the him.
I did
on
see the
TV.
interview, yes,
That
yes.
pretty much explains it
Right.
right there. It's absolutely appalling what he's
So,
done.
is it the? I do think there. So I do. One of the things is mining, right, in Ukraine. They're going to be bringing in a bunch of miners. The offset to that would be if we have American companies and American people there doing the mining, then that automatically stops any war from happening with Putin because he can't hurt American citizens. Well, I mean, that's the thought process behind it, is what they're saying.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Think about how many countries came and helped us after 9/11.
I don't know if any did.
Oh, my heavens.
Did they?
Many, like 36, I think. I mean, I don't remember the number, but it was a lot.
Like financially or like reconstruction, or how did they?
They went to war for us.
Oh, like actually fought over
Yes.
there, over that
And
1992.
Did they ask us for
Or
any money
9/11.
back for that? No, because it was part of NATO.
Oh, that's right, because everybody has to fight if they're part of NATO. So Ukraine wants to join NATO. Does that mean we have to fight Putin then? We'll have to fight Russia. If Ukraine joins NATO, then we'll be
Yes.
forced to fight
Yes,
Russia.
If that happens, that would be part of the
NATO agreement.
Yeah.
Right. What about, and then the Warsaw Pact, wasn't that an agreement made,
After World War II.
right, to keep that front line kind of neutral, and that way NATO couldn't come over the water there into that front side of Russia?
I'm not sure what they do about that. You know?
Yeah. I know that those
It's
agreements
quite a-
got broken by
quite a-
America. But thank you for talking. No, those are facts. I can.
You know what I mean, though.
No dictator, we will not be scrubbed. What does that mean?
I actually don't want to comment, but I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. I know, because I'm curious to find out too. So that's the story that I heard about. If we were to, the whole mindset behind this is to put Americans there, start mining and doing that stuff, and that'll actually stop any potential of war with Russia, NATO, the whole 9 yards, because they aren't going to hurt supposedly Americans.
I think that entire philosophy is based on trusting Putin.
To not do anything.
Because that's a deal. That doesn't mean he won't do it. It doesn't mean he's not going to go around it to take the rest of Ukraine. It's not a guarantee at all. Security guarantees are, which is what Zelensky was asking for, which is trust from their friends and partners like the United States to continue maintaining supply operations, medical aid, all those things. Those
I think
are the real
Ukraine gave
measures.
them $4 billion per year indefinitely 2 days ago, I think is what they agreed on, something like that.
Sorry,
That-
Ukraine gave
Or not Ukraine, the UK. So
yeah.
they gave them like $4 billion indefinitely to help, to kind of help
after
pay.
the Oval Office debacle,
Yeah.
Europe scrambled together to figure out what they're going to do.
How much more do you think they need to maintain a front line?
I think that they're probably thinking, how much do they need to resist the United States joining Russia and Putin? Because that's on the table now. They're talking like they're joining the Russian side of things. The last week has looked like the United States is potentially joining the Axis and leaving the Allies. So the Allies are scrambling to figure out what to do.
That's the kind of the back mindset of people right now that you're
My
thinking.
back mindset, I don't know about anybody
That
else.
would be that would be a hell of an interesting outcome if that was the.
That Oval Office meeting, to me, screamed, allow Putin to do what he wants. No security guarantees for the Ukrainian people, none of that. Just, we got to kiss Trump's ring and then kiss Putin's ass.
What do you feel about using the Koreans and stuff right now, like the
North Koreans,
Yeah,
on the Russian
and on the Russian
I
side.
mean, it's terrible. Cannon fodder.
Yep, they're both
As far
kind of
as I know.
or the forced transcripts in Ukraine.
And that might be a sign to
That it needs to
lack of,
end.
People in Russia able or willing. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no more pawns, no more cannon fodder.
Right,
So
yeah.
we're running out of cannon fodder.
Yeah.
So no, I really appreciate you speaking. Interesting outtake. If that happens, that'd really be a bummer.
And I don't know if what'll happen, but
Yeah.
that's how they seem to be posturing. They're posturing in a way that is not friendly or in an alliance with Ukraine, and that is extremely troubling, especially on the flip of a dime in about a week or two.
So originally, I'm not familiar with this part of it. Did we ever have to be like buddy with Ukraine? Is there an agreement that we are protecting them, or
I think it's in
is
the
there any
interest
kind
of
of
the entire global United Nations, Europe, Western world to resist Putin's expansion.
right? I can
So
understand
I think that's
that.
probably the crux of it. That it's
One
a
more
logical
question
thing.
before I move on. Do you think Putin would have expanded further into Ukrainian territory at the beginning of this if they just would have not fought? Wasn't there a certain amount of land they wanted back, like they voted?
Russia invaded,
the
they
Russians.
resisted. If they hadn't
Yeah.
resisted, Ukraine would be gone, I'm sure. If it hadn't have turned into initially a small conflict into a proxy war, they might have wiped it out because Ukraine is standing due to the support of its allies.
That is true. I agree with that.
And
I
so
do
think
agree
it
with
needs
that.
To be maintained.
Yep. All right. Thank you very much for speaking. Do you want to speak on your side? No Keens, no clowns.
Who are we talking to?
My name is Jesse, and you're talking to our valley, the LC Valley.
Okay, you're putting this out where?
Here,
Live
it's
right
it's
now?
yeah, it's
Oh,
the
it's
LC
live
Valley,
right now.
right?
Okay,
It's just
fine.
as live as people driving by.
Sure, I should say something.
Yeah, I want to offer everybody an opportunity.
Okay, well, what Trump is doing is not following the Constitution. He's trying to overexert executive power. He cannot change the Constitution by himself. It's against the law to eliminate inspectors general and other things that are trying to watch after the government. His work with Elon Musk, I think, is a scam that's going to end up with Elon Musk running a lot of things and making a lot of money. This is not what we voted for. He got 49% of the vote, and he doesn't have a mandate to do the sorts of things that he's trying to do.
So you want more of a checks and balances on the processes of getting rid of things and
Absolutely,
stuff like that.
and we try to do that.
Okay.
The Inspector General laws that go back, and the restrictions on what the president can and can't withdraw funding for. Those
Right.
date back to the Nixon era, and he's wiping them off the books.
So you feel there's a disregard of a set procedure, and that and that needs to be addressed.
Yes, there is.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Sure.
So, did you want to speak on yours, or are you good?
All I gotta say is he's gotta go.
Must go away. That's it. Would you guys like to speak on behalf of your signs?
Sure, thank you. It says it all.
Trump is a Trump is a dictator, as dumb as an idiot, an Idaho Spud.
Correct.
That reminds me of the comedian.
He is a comedian.
He drinks Jack and smokes a cigar.
yeah.
Ron White?
Yes.
Is it Ron White?
Yeah, potato salad or tater
Yep.
salad.
Tater. Yep. So, do you want to speak on yours and
Sure.
tax the rich?
Of course, tax the rich. Why should they get tax breaks? We're the ones who are having to cover their asses to pay taxes, and because of Reagan's trickled down economics, we're being peed on and not being supported of any kind. And all they do is just hoard all the money, and they don't pay us good wages. They don't do anything to support us. And if we were to take every oligarchy here in the United States and tax them what they should be taxed on the amount of money in their bank accounts, they would still have millions and billions of dollars, and we would be out of debt.
Right. I think they call that Barstool economics. And then I believe it's I know what you're talking about for sure. One thing. Okay. Do you remember that before Trump was president the first time, we had about, I think, 7 or 9 tax brackets, and then Trump made 4 tax brackets, kind of standardized things, and then changed the tax bracket,
Yes.
and then it went back up to, I don't know how many there are, I think 6 now, tax brackets again. Do you
Because
think
of Biden, he started
readjusted?
Yeah.
Do you think it would be a good idea to readjust those back down again and make them lower for everybody across the board?
No, because you need to be taxed on your income.
Right,
and
a percentage of your total income.
Exactly.
Right,
and
I agree.
And if the rich don't have to pay taxes, then we are the ones who have to compensate that, and we don't make enough as it is to survive.
Right. So we need to get rid of certain tax breaks, basically.
Yes.
So everybody kind of starts off with the same, or the tax amount. Like me and you probably are the same, and we're that percentage, and then after that, like where the tax credits and all that stuff are given to them because they own property or something like that, and so it lowers it. So me and you have to pay 20% or 13%, and then they have to pay 5%.
Yes, and they should have to pay what they're worth.
Right, but then with their 5% of $1 million, it'd be way more than 20% of $1,000.
But because of all of it's not because of the lower tax percentage, it's because they can get away with paying little or getting reimbursed because of all the tax breaks that they give us.
Because of all the discounts and breaks.
Discounts on donations and everything.
They're stackable.
Yes,
basically.
and it's like, how is that fair? You know, I mean, I can donate $50 to a charity, and that's a lot of money for me.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody donates $1,000 that's rich or something like that, and they get to deduct that on their taxes, and
as charitable contributions off of a total amount of tax that they owe.
and so pretty
Yep.
much is what they're doing is, you know, robbing and not paying their fair share.
They're
to
moving money around
and
yeah.
not justifying the economy.
That's a good take on it. So thank you very much for speaking. Would anybody like to speak real quick? I heard, what were you saying? What was your I know you're the leader of it. You're the bongo player, the musician. Yep. You want to speak on your Trump is a criminal? Speech is a lot louder, so, trust me, than sight. Trump supports billionaires. Democrats support you. Thank you for your support. Do you want to speak on yours? No.
Goes far, doesn't it?
Signs do go far. They do. But unfortunately, like, people driving by real fast can't read them because they're real.
Be on the lookout for reporting and evidence on how the battleground states were stolen.
I will be looking forward to that. I will. I know that there was a. Actually, I forgot what it's called. There's something about that. There was an agreement. Well, here, I'll let you do that. I'll come back later. So, do you want to speak on yours?
America.
What was it?
Veterans for America.
I'm a vet. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Army, what were you?
Army, 173rd.
Nice, nice. What?
Air Force.
Air Force. Heck yeah, thank you for your service.
Traitor.
Yep, I already talked to you.
I know.
It's time for Congress to stand up for democracy and support our federal workers. I agree. Yep, veterans, park rangers.
There's so many more I can't even name all.
Do you want to speak on it's a good subject. So support the federal workers. Is that in regards to like the different departments that are being shut down and people losing their jobs?
Their jobs that were keeping America great. I mean, that's just the bottom line.
Keeping America
and I have
running.
Families that are jobs are on the line because they work for federal government. So, you know, it's not showing anything with support to the veterans. So, I think it's horrible what they've done.
What would you like to see more support veteran-wise? What would you like to see come of that? How would that? What would you like to see?
So,
and more support for veterans.
Well, don't fire them from their jobs.
Right.
For starters, yeah.
Take away their health care.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, now Medicare and
Somebody's asking
Medicaid.
Who put this together? Do they know who put this together?
Oh, do you know who put this together? Is this part of the 50? It was what? Who put this one together again?
Asotin County Democrats.
Okay, the Asotin County Democrat organization put this one together. Do you want to? Thank you for speaking. So, do you want to speak on your sign? Oh, I already read your sign. So.
No, I don't.
Yep. Well, this is out in public, and it's just as good as driving by. People get to see it, and they can actually read it, you know, instead of real fast kind of a thing. And then,
Where are you posting this?
oh, this is live. This is just as live as people driving by right now. So this gives
Over where?
over the interwebs. So it's actually on Facebook. We do Facebook and we do YouTube channel, and it's just it's a local grassroots kind of a reach out we do. Philanthropy. Oh, that's such a hard word to say. Yeah, that word's like dolphins for me. I can't say it. So, but yeah, we do local reach out, outreach and stuff like that. But this, we want to give people their voice, right? We're about giving people their voice and their freedom. And if you guys are out here with signs, you have an expression to make. So,
No kings in the U.S. That's my voice.
Yep. Thank you very, very much. This is a Ukrainian flag.
I cannot talk.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. But thank you for coming out and practicing your freedom of speech. So, you want to speak on yours?
No, really. I'd never vote for a felon for any office. I don't care what it's for.
Did you know that there's a remarkable amount of Congress members that are felons? You should look into that. Just saying. But do you want to speak on yours? On your sign?
It's clear enough that Elon Musk is the president in facto, not Donald Trump. And Trump is just going to destroy the economy and alienate us from the entire world. And he's got to go.
So your stance is Musk is more in charge than Trump is?
Absolutely. There's no question about it. It's clear that he's doing exactly what he wants. And if it's not him, it's Putin that's telling him what to do.
You think it's coming directly across the red line, the red phone, basically?
I'm sure it is, yes.
Well, thank you very much for talking.
You're welcome.
You want to speak on yours? Pro-USA, anti-Trump. So pretty simple. You want to speak on yours? I'm going to read it, though. Democracy is worth fighting for. Oligarchy, patriarchy, and what's the last word mean?
Kleptocracy.
What does that mean?
I'm not going to have a conversation with you, but thank you.
Okay. Do you know what kleptocracy means?
Where are you? What media are you?
This is called Walk This Way Media. We're here locally. We're a local outreach. If you guys are here and you're from here, you should know us because we do all kinds of stuff for service and people and stuff like that. So that's it. I'm just out here getting everybody's thoughts, basically. If you all take the time to make a sign, might as well talk about it, I think, right? Okay. So, and then I don't know what I am. I can be in part. I mean, some things I agree with and some things I don't. It's all learning for me, and I don't know. That's what this is about, right?
Right.
So, yours is impeach or fire Musk, stop Project 2020. I don't know what Project 2025 is.
No.
So I don't. I told you I don't know. I don't know. But just like I don't know what
Project 2025 is the Republican
privatize our country and take away our essential services.
Is it like a written thing?
Yeah, it's a written thing, and they published it before the election.
Really?
Oh yeah, and they have pages. Yeah, that's 800 pages, and in there is destroying Medicare and Social Security and Medicaid and our farmers and on and on and on. I mean, it's taking away all of the watchdogs that protect our democracy.
I'm still
They
listening.
have a blueprint, and they've done about a third of the things in the blueprint. And part of the plan was to overwhelm Americans so that they could not fight back.
Overwhelm them with like emotions and things of
Overwhelm
stuff.
them with so many actions. I mean, the strategy is try to get as much in as you possibly can as quickly as possible, so that if only half of it gets through, half of it will get through. And they actually wrote a plan and they published it. And some of the farmers that have been screwed over because USAID has been defunded are now reading Project 2025 and realizing that it was in their plan. And they are doing exactly what they said they would do.
To defund it?
To defund USAID, which supports American farmers. That's only one of the draconian, unbelievable things that they are doing. I mean, it's also unbelievable to humiliate a hero like Vladimir Zelensky on television when we have our veterans volunteering in Ukraine right now to defend democracy in Ukraine.
I know there are a lot of
Russia
veterans.
is not our ally. Russia is a dictatorship. They are our enemy. And we need to start acting like it. The entire world is turning against us because of Trump's actions and Elon Musk's actions. We are being sanctioned. Our businesses are being boycotted around the world. This will harm our economy. It already has. I don't understand why people couldn't pay attention before the election, but I hope that they're paying attention now when they lose their essential services and benefits, when they cannot go to a national park, when their family members are fired without cause, illegally and unjustly. On the pile of hubris and lies that this administration has put out over and over and over again. I don't know about most Americans, but I'm tired of being lied to. They lie and lie and lie. Marco Rubio got up and defended Ukraine, and now he's backpedaling on that? What kind of a conservative is he? It is unbelievable. It is unacceptable. It is undemocratic. It is a threat to the very foundation of this country and to everything that we stand for. I can't just sit on my laurels and not do something.
And now that's why you're out here.
That's why I'm out here.
And I see you
And
got
the same goes for
3 signs.
National Weather Service. I care about the National Weather Service.
Oh, that's part of them
They're
that's going to
canceling flights
cancel?
that forecast extreme weather that protect communities. That's just one thing. They took all of the resources offline that help people prepare for wildfires in the western United States. That's part of the public comments. I mean, I don't understand how people couldn't have paid attention enough before the election, but I'm sure they will now.
Yep, as numbers start rolling in, then people will start finding out, right? Well, thank you for speaking. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yep. I looked up that word. It means referred to as, they use these words, thievocracy. So, as to thievocracy is a government whose corrupt leaders use political power to expropriate the wealth of the people and the land that they govern, typically embezzling. So stealing from the rich.
Stealing from the poor, from the people. I mean, the tax
Right.
cuts are for the rich people. Our taxes are going up. That's their plan.
Right, no, I
They
agree
voted
with
for
that.
it. Our representative voted for it.
Yeah, to expropriate the wealth of the people and the land they govern.
Yeah.
Typically by embezzling or appropriating government funds at the expense of the wider population. So, okay, but I'm going to ask this, okay? There's a lot of things on the USAID that would fit that bill, that kleptocracy then. And so I don't know what they're doing, if they're turning off all of the USAID or if they're nitpicking and pulling stuff out. Because, we all hear about, we found this weird thing and this weird thing and this weird thing, and we're going to pull it all out. So all of it. They're not going to reopen any of it?
In other countries that are experiencing famine are starving to death because of that decision. People are dying. They have blood on their hands. It's not that it doesn't matter and it just costs us a little bit and we have...
It matters to other people in other countries.
People are dying because of their choices and their decisions and their actions. People are dying today.
And so...
in places where there is famine because of them.
Right. People are dying
They are killing people by cutting off food aid. And food is rotting in our ports that our farmers produced to save those people's lives. Shame on them.
What about, and I'm going to ask this too, what about our own American citizens who are starving and hungry and stuff like that?
They want to cut off Medicaid and food stamps and housing aid and all of the things that people housed and fed in the United States. Things are hard here, but most people are not actually starving today.
I think the food stamps are agricultural, right? The agricultural department puts out the food stamp thing. And that's based on how much America produces and sells to other countries, and the proceeds of that pay for...
Believe me, it's not enough.
I'm currently on food stamps right now.
Yeah.
But I'm a skinny guy, so I only eat like $200 a month, so it's kind of works out for me. But no, I know what you're talking about, and if there was a list of all of our, like say the budget, right, and we can actually go onto that list and see where each dollar amount goes to. Like me, honestly, personally, I'm not so much concerned about other countries as I am my own country. I didn't join the military to fight for England, or something like that. Or Mexico or anything, or Canada even. I'm concerned about our own people. Do you think we can take the funds that we give to other countries for whatever deals we have, like we want their oil or something? So remember back in the day, the oil for food program that we used to do over in the Middle East? I believe in trades like that, but I don't know. Too bad we couldn't take like the money when we know that we have issues in our own country, and we take the money that we use in other countries and redistribute it back to us.
Let's put this in perspective, okay? If we ended the tax cuts from the first Trump administration and taxed billionaires, there would be plenty of money to pay off our deficits, to provide food aid to our people.
But because we give tax
wages,
breaks to the rich.
That's right.
And so like when me and you are paying 13, 14%, they're paying 5 and 3%.
Or zero.
Or zero. Because they qualify for discounts.
Right. That's
right.
right.
So Barstool Economics then would implicate that if everybody had I believe in a flat tax personally. I don't know if that's Democrat, Republican, I don't know.
I believe
but
in a progressive tax. I believe those
based
people,
on your level
the
of
that can afford to pay the most should pay the most.
So
the people that can afford
you
to
make
pay
the most
least
amount,
should pay less of their
so
income.
So what I'm asking is what I'm asking you is then, so you think they should have a changing percentage? Like right now we have 5 different tax brackets or something like that. So that's my idea on this is if everybody had to pay, say, 7% across the board. Our 7% isn't going to matter anyway compared to the billionaires' 7%. And so that's how I kind of see it in my head. They'll pay way more in that end because they make more money.
I don't want to stay under tax.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Thank you for...
We're going to go across the street.
Yeah, we're going to go talk to her. See, I'm trying to learn. I don't know.
Okay, here I go.
But I do appreciate you talking.
I think that lady over there is a supporter right now.
Oh, I'm right behind you.
I think she's one of the supporters of it. She seems like she's
a supporter of...
Well, the lady with the drum came to me and she said we're 40% Democrats here. And
there's Democrats, Republicans, and liberals
that's
here.
the one that funded it, was a Democratic, but she's got some information. But the lady, I want to talk to the lady with the phone.
My name is Jesse.
Oh, from the Tribune?
No, I'm from Walk This Way Media.
Oh, you're not from the Tribune either?
No, we do a local grassroots kind of a thing. So we only have about 10,000 subscribers. So it's not. If you figure Clarkson 7,000 people, Lewiston's 30,000.
Talk about the Democrats.
Who?
Percentage to believe with the drum.
I already tried. She don't want to
She
talk.
wanted to talk to me. She was talking
Oh.
to me.
Hello.
Hello.
So are we supposed to talk to you?
Me?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yes?
Yep. I'm not the leader of the group.
Hi, I'm Jesse.
Hi, Jesse.
Nice to meet you.
I don't know. I just dropped in because I saw the action.
You should probably get off the street.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Yes.
Southern
yes.
County Dems.
Southern County Democrats.
That's who
That's
who
who funded it? Okay.
Yep, yep.
I just came in to drop in with this good group here and give support.
She's a hell of a ukulele player.
Oh,
She's part of
nice.
the community.
It's in the car.
Hey, ukulele and drums?
I know it, right? Who are you?
My name's Jesse.
Jesse, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
I'm
too.
Jennifer.
Jennifer,
Yeah.
nice to meet you. We're out here just asking people about their signs and what it means to them. And then I'm getting some education too. Some things I don't know, some things I do. You know.
Listen to all the support out there. I can't get over the support. It's been great. Like all the and we do to get a few like young boys that want to rev their engine and leave us in a cloud of black smoke, but we love it. We're just like, it's freedom, man. Go ahead. It's the black smoke. We love it. No,
A big old diesel.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. We're good. But
I wouldn't say that too loud. They might do
this
it.
group is so amazing. No, this is the people that are going to fight for democracy, for Medicaid, for Medicare, for Social Security, for the federal workers, for our park rangers. We don't even have enough park rangers right now to run our parks. So good luck if your camper catches on fire when you're camping in a national park. You're down to one person between, I think it's Riggins and Donnelly.
Oh, wow.
They fired 47 people. And this is what I say. If we love having higher prices, which we do now, if we love having inflation, which is going up every day, if we just love having less freedom, if we love having people out of work, if we love having unemployment rise and rise and rise, why did you guys vote for Trump? Don't get it. Yeah. Everything was supposed to be good. Eggs prices were going to go down. Really? Like anybody has a say over gasoline or anything like that. So,
I've always wondered about guys, like if things get cheaper to produce over time, then why does gas keep getting more expensive?
it's because of war. It's because of control. It's because they can. It's because of greed. Shell Oil, Conoco, you name it. All those guys could have lowered their prices last year.
But they want the 300% and 500% in profit.
And yeah,
So-
they do. Instead of being happy with enough profit, they always have greed and want to get more, like Elon Musk. So guess what? Poor Verizon, who had a really nice contract with our government, the FAA system, Verizon is now on the chopping block. Why? Because they're going to give the contract to Elon and Starlink.
Really?
So poor Verizon, oh yeah. Yeah, so if you read the news, it's crazy, all the contracts that Elon Musk is going to enjoy. So, yeah,
And
learn
that's
how
a-
to be buddies with Trump.
And people feel because of that he's getting these contracts approved and he's able to do them, and other people aren't having the opportunity to fulfill these contracts because of Elon's position.
Yes.
That's what you feel?
Because he's good buddies with Trump.
Right.
Yeah, so it will completely become a monopoly. The Elon Musk monopoly.
So what you would like to see then is like other bids that have come in for certain government
Verizon
contracts.
has the contract, and they've been faithful. They've been good. They've been a wonderful provider. Verizon has worked with the FAA for a long time, and there's no reason why they should be fired. There was no reason anybody should be fired.
Or just change a contract. I wonder if
Yeah.
is it a better deal, quote unquote, do you think, or?
I think Elon will get more. I don't think he'll take less. He's not going to give anybody a deal. He
No, I
just
meant
wants
like a
more.
better for the government to use Starlink versus Verizon.
That's what I mean.
It'll be a better deal.
Yeah. No, I think Elon will actually ask for a higher
Price?
amount. Yes.
Well, that would be very interesting to see.
It's not to save us money.
Right. Well, when that comes out, I bet that'll be definitely something to see. So,
What's that?
It's loud. So when it comes out, that'll definitely be something to see if there's a price increase in the services or if it was a decrease in the services.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Yeah. I just feel like the people that work U.S. aid, you guys know what U.S. aid is,
Right,
right?
there's a- it's-
Yeah. That is our calling card to the world. This is
right.
It literally, U.S. aid is our calling card to the world. We are the richest nation on earth, and we were doing U.S. aid because of John F. Kennedy,
because he said, we need to show the rest of the world that we are not self-centered jerks that just want to get richer and richer, and we don't turn and help poor people. So they invented USAID to be the calling card of America as a generous country who also is concerned about the rest of the world and the poverty and the struggle and the people that have to live in these immigration camps where they're running from dictators and war. And that was who we were helping. And all these fake things you see on Facebook that say, oh, they gave $25 billion for sex change operations in Serbia or something. They're making that all up. They have no idea. Nobody has access to that. So everybody's making crap up.
I know that on the U.S. government White House website, they had a list of specific items that they've taken off of the USAID. That they've left some on, but they're pointing out, and some of them kind of were really weird, right? And you're just like, huh? But how do you feel about taking, those funds? Because we know there's problems in America, right? We have the homeless in America and stuff like that. And we have issues. Our veterans here.
We should help them too.
So
we have plenty of money.
Do we?
Plenty. Okay, so USAID was less than 1% of our multi-trillion-dollar budget.
Man, it's okay. It's all right. I know you're good. You're good.
I didn't touch anybody. She touched me.
Yeah, she grabbed his phone. Yeah, she grabbed his phone. He's Let's not call names. Let's not call names, everybody. Keep it respectful. No name calling. Well, that's
good for asthma. You can't breathe.
Right.
You're smart.
You're
super educated.
There's.
How are you? Let me guess. You went to a university.
That has nothing to do with you.
You're not on public property.
I'm dressed like that.
That's fine. Yeah.
Absolutely retarded.
All right. So, how's it going? Nice to see you again.
Good. How you been, man?
That's pretty good. Do you want to talk about why you're down here?
Just because these people are completely misinformed. They don't understand that we're not a democracy. We're a constitutional republic, and that's what it should be. These people they just don't understand what's going on in Ukraine and everything. All that. It's just ridiculous. They're protecting our democracy. No, it's not our democracy. It's their democracy. Democracy is not our country. Our country is a constitutional republic. A democracy is a form of government.
Right.
So
that is a very good point. Very good point.
If they want to protest on facts. Because facts matter.
Mm-hmm.
Not just whatever bullshit they gets put out on the mainstream news. I can sit here and debate these people all day long, and they still won't get it.
That's right.
They're the 4 to 6% that will never come. They'll always be the little not NPCs in the Democrats' world. They just brainwash people. I'm sorry, it sucks, man. I've been way too long, and these people just don't understand it. Which I can see because there's a lot of ideological subversion going on in this country.
There's a lot of hurt and a lot of ideas that haven't been thought out properly.
Oh, correct.
Facts haven't been presented.
Well, the thing is, they're just repeaters. That's all they do is repeat.
Yeah, I've noticed that when I've asked questions on the other side here just recently, that once I strike a chord or I ask a question that's unanswerable, they don't want to talk anymore.
Yeah.
Like something as simple as Barstool.
Then they call you a Nazi.
Right.
Yeah, I'm good. Whatever.
But I understand that. I'm gonna go around to the other sides and everything like that. Which one? I've been doing really good.
Hey, you got a real motor zone?
Yeah.
Dude, could you come out and get my motor zone? I have a hard time standing over my leg.
Oh, I hear you.
Dude, standing over the motor.
Over at your house?
I got to park my car.
Okay, send me a message too, real quick. Facebook. To me, Jesse. Okay. Elon Musk is stealing your money. And what's the other side? Ask for.
Just offering masks and water and stuff.
There we go. And that's a good thing to say right now. You were just saying that she has asthma.
Oh.
Yep. So do you offer masks for people that need medically?
Anybody who wants one, I'll give them to.
For any reason.
Yep.
There you
Absolutely.
go. There you go.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for coming out today.
Yep. Thank you.
Do you guys want to speak on your signs or anything? No?
I hear you're a Christian agitator, is that true?
I am a Christian. You like to see the cross on my back?
No. Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying.
Nothing to me.
I'm just saying I represent.
Do you represent goodness
Yes, I do.
and kindness and love
Yes, I
to
do.
everyone?
Yes, I do. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Check out our
And
page.
you're
Yep. See ya.
No.
Huh?
No.
You want to see?
I want to
Okay. Okay, but get my.
There we go.
See? See? I am a Christian. I am non-denominational. I'm not a Baptist or anything like that. I believe.
Are you one of the Christian nationalists?
What's that?
I don't believe in women's rights and that women should not be able to vote.
Oh, absolutely not. No, I'm not one of those guys.
Oh, good. I
No.
thought you said, well, you shouldn't be able to vote. I'm almost 76
Oh no, I
years
never
old.
ever would say
All
that.
of those battles were fought before I had to worry about them. I never thought we would be in this position again.
Yeah, no, I'm
And
definitely
the rights
not
are
like
being
that.
taken away. My granddaughters, the rights of people that are pregnant that are afraid to come to Idaho because they might miscarriage and then get accused of murder.
For a
There's
miscarriage?
nothing- yes, they can't be treated. I have friends that have warned their granddaughters not to come to Idaho. if they're
So
pregnant.
Idaho's one of the states that doesn't.
Right.
Is it one of the ones that doesn't do abortions or doesn't treat
Any.
anybody?
They don't give any medical treatment.
What about the Seltzer Clinic or like any?
I don't know of any. A lot of the doctors have left. It's scary.
So I'm just asking because I don't know, but would that be what I heard is that whole Roe versus Wade was overturned, that everything was given back to the states, and so now the states have the right to do whatever they deem on that whole on
And
women's
they try
health.
to keep people from leaving the state to go to another state for care,
Right.
even if they are having a difficult
So that wouldn't be
pregnancy.
necessarily federal; that would be on a state level.
Right.
So Idaho, the state,
Right.
is okay.
It's dangerous for a pregnant person to be in Idaho. It's scary.
Right. So should we be? I'm just saying to say, what about should you be picketing the governor instead of Elon since it's a state for your particular issue, since it's a state issue?
I don't know that he has anything to do with that. The problem I have with him is he was not an elected official.
Elon.
He's bought,
Yeah.
yes, he bought to stand in the Oval Office next to Trump at a desk. Under what right? None of us picked him. He bought the presidency.
Was he? But do you think he's considered like a board member? He's part of Trump's cabinet, maybe?
Oh, he's an appointee by Trump.
Right.
But Trump
What-
signed up for what he got because he gave him how many millions of dollars toward his 297 or whatever dollars toward his campaign to help him win. And now he's where he needs to be.
I
Have a
remember.
voice.
I do remember. I think it was Obama that changed the rules to how much a person or a business can contribute to a presidential election. So if that had never have if that had never have happened, there would have been a cap on how much could have been donated.
Well, he did away with just about everything Obama put in place
Yeah.
the first time he was there, and now he's done a lot of it.
Yeah, I think the
And Biden-
contribution amounts are uncapped now for anybody because of that.
See, and
Yeah.
that's not right.
It's not.
That's not
Yeah.
right.
But-
Everybody should have. Well, not everybody can have the opportunity to run for president because they
Right.
don't have enough money.
I don't have enough money.
I don't
I think I'd
either.
make a good. I don't know. I might start too many wars if I was president. But I appreciate you talking. I'm going to cross the street.
Have fun, boys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God, that dog's cute.
Okay, we're here in
really
Clarkston.
talk to you.
We're
All that excitement.
We're here in Clarkston, Washington. They're doing the Freedom March. This is the part of that 50, I can't remember the exact terminology. Every
Don't say
state.
You're not allowed to say
I'm sorry for those of you who are speech critics. No, I got to get all my ums out. We're here asking people.
Do not tell Joel Hastings my name.
And I'll talk to you later about that too. And now I got to rethought. We're here. Oh, we can cross now. You almost killed me.
I know, I was sick. There we go.
There we go. Now we can go. So they're doing what's called the Freedom March, and they're talking to people, and they're showing signs. It's an anti-Trump, anti-Musk demonstration. So we're here asking people what their signs mean to them, and basically to help explain the thoughts. I see your sign. Your president is a criminal. He is my president. I'm a United States citizen. You are correct. So is that? Do you have another side to it, or is that?
No, I mean, people need to wake up. I don't know. They're in a fugue state. In medicine, that means kind of like not conscious.
A sleep state.
Yeah.
A dream state.
Scary. People don't see what's right in front of them. I suppose Trump people feel the same way. That's
What would be your?
what people are.
If you wanted to say, what's one thing that troubles you, and that brings you out today?
That Trump has got Elon Musk anywhere close to our government. I think he needs to be taken away. And that he seems to be dismantling the Justice Department and other departments that we use as checks and balances for just this occasion. And I worry about that. Yeah.
That there are some things that are being looked to. Do you think he's completely dismantling them, or just going through them and trying to clean out the swamp, quote unquote?
Right. No, I don't believe in that.
You think it's a complete dismantling and destruction?
Yeah, there should have been a plan. Sure, there's a plan. Clean it up.
Yeah, they just jumped in too fast.
Take some time to think about it.
Right.
Right.
They think it was just a too fast of a process, not well thought out, no checks and balances kind of a thing, and you would want more of a plan of action.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I do.
Yeah, you bet.
So thank you for speaking.
You bet. Careful.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get ran over. Trump and Elon fired 6,000 vets. Well, that's a heck of a number. What are the Trump sink stock market, vote blue? That's, I don't know what to say.
That's only today. That was just.
I know the crypto market just took a hit, so I don't know. Oh yes, it did. The last couple of days.
Kirshner must be sad.
Bitcoin went from 90,000 to like 70 something, and
Kirshner is crying.
oh, I know.
And so is his brother.
Did it go back up? Ride that market. What does the other side say again? Trump and Elon fired 6,000 vets. So the 6,000 vets they fired, were they the forest workers or part of different agencies that he's been shutting off? How did you come up with the 6,000?
Across the board, but a lot in the Defense Department area, and I think also, I'm going to assume, gosh, I can't think of the first, what was the first one that he attacked? Oh,
that he downsided? The USAID?
USA, yeah.
So I don't know how many vets were employees and stuff like that. I haven't heard the numbers.
And I can't tell you exactly where I got it, but
Okay.
Yeah, I pulled it up with something, and and the vets, so many of them are disabled, and the U.S. government was good enough to hire them coming back. So they've lost their
job, basically. Those are some definitely interesting numbers.
There are not going to be too many openings for people with handicaps
in the future.
Exactly.
Right.
And we're sort of losing the protection that were established for people that were in need of special, sidewalks and things like that.
I'm waiting for this brown truck to come around the side here and fishtail into us. So everybody just kind of be careful to step back. So just in case, I think he's gonna try. Do you want to speak on your sign? I'm gonna read it though.
Side?
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. What's the other one? What the fuck? I mean, what the F? Yep.
Right.
That too.
Yeah.
So do you? What is it?
Limit is times. Nah, you got a lot of people talking.
I know we do have a lot. So,
Thanks.
I appreciate it though.
Hi, David.
Hey.
What is yours? Federal workers keep boat launches are. This is not the area for that. What happened? For boat, are they going to shut them down?
No, I mean they have some boat launches that are run by the Corps of Engineers and the other federal workers.
That I guess that would
There's gotta
include
be
that.
people there for some of them to maintain them and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
That is true. So if it affects our boat launches here, then we'll feel a direct impact of that here locally, within a mile of us.
Everywhere from Rorschach up clear on down to the reservoirs and everything. Down to the
Do they? So do you think that they're going to pick certain parts of these programs to shut down, or are they going to shut down the whole entire deal?
I have no idea what's in their brain.
Just making sure that they don't shut them down.
Yeah, they're shutting everything. Not everything, but I mean, every time I pick up the paper or read
Something gets shut down.
Something's shutting down. Yeah,
Right.
it's frightening.
Hopefully they're just, pulling out the. Yeah, just.
right.
Well, not like. Hopefully they're just getting out the bloated parts and then making
they're
it.
not. They're not. They're indiscriminately pulling people out. They're not checking to see if those jobs are, like our nuclear. Sorry, thank you. Shut it all down, send all those people home, and then they can't find them.
Right.
I mean, isn't that kind of an important safety thing?
Yes, that would be safety.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to find shutting down different things.
Different things. They don't know what they're doing. Usually, you go in, you look to see what the problems are, and you have to look at it.
Right.
But they're not doing that. They're not looking at it to see where
false information. They're saying they're getting let go because of poor performance, when they have lots of excellent performance reports behind them with nothing negative. But yet they're letting them go and say you have poor performance.
Off of these performance reviews.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
That would be a shame. That is a shame if that's happening. So yours says traitor, racist, useless, moron, and phony. Trump. There's your sign.
that in a nutshell.
That's
Criminal.
What?
And he is a criminal.
Yep.
He is a criminal. Convicted criminal.
I appreciate you guys talking.
Thank you.
I'm gonna read yours. Too much outrage for just one. Well, okay. Yep. No, that's totally fine. What's the other side say? I'm with Ukraine. Okay. So let's talk about, if you want to, too much outrage for one sign. You don't want to. Okay. I'm sorry.
Go across the street.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to talk about your sign? Can I read yours real quick? I protest overreach for free. Defund Musk and what is this? The CYKA.
That's a dot. If you look it up, you'll find out.
CYKA. Okay. Defund Musk, CYKA. All right. Do you want to talk about anything? No? All right. We're going to go across the street and ask other people.
Are you wore out yet?
I can't.
Can't what?
Yeah. It's a lie.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're Walk This Way Media, grassroots.
Yeah.
Local.
I'm Jesse. So we're a local. We just applied for our nonprofit and everything. We're waiting for our status and all that stuff. But we are a local media outreach kind of it's me and him, two guys, a microphone and a camera, and we help people. If we see anything going on, we'll bring it to the public's attention. I try to be like, not opinionated and just be a neutral kind of a voice and allow other people to have their voice. We really allow other people to literally have their voice and say anything they want within reason.
Where would I find you? I want to research.
You can go Walk This Way Media on Facebook or YouTube or, so just type in Walk This Way. All right. No, it's fine. It's fine. I just was wondering, because you're out here in public and people driving by, sometimes it's hard to read real fast what your sign says. So.
All right, fill us in what we're doing. I already pushed it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So what's...
We're in Clarkston, Washington. They're doing the 50-51. It's 50 states doing protests against Trump and Musk and what they feel is injustices in how they are handling things and performing business. So this is a microphone, and I'm telling people
This is a camera.
that's the camera
Two guys and a microphone.
and a microphone, exactly.
That reminds me of like a Beck. I got 2 turntables and a microphone.
Uh-oh, we might get demonetized now because he sang a song.
Yeah.
Is this thing gonna turn?
Push the button, man. Let's talk about this intersection, Jesse.
This intersection isn't as bad as some of them.
How about when the roundabout opens?
Oh, there we go. Oh wait, they want to put a roundabout here?
No, down there.
Down there?
But it's finished.
Hi. So we're just walking around asking people what their signs mean to them, and then if I can get educated a little bit, if anybody else can get educated, that's kind of what our goal is, and just getting your guys' feelings and thoughts. So my name's Jesse, by the way.
Hi, Jesse.
And we're with Walk This Way Media. So I'm going to read your sign. It says, "Democracy dies in silence. Democracy is under siege." Do you want to speak on what it means to you?
No, I'm shy.
Oh, it's okay. At least you're out here practicing your rights.
Exactly.
Would you like to speak about yours?
No.
Democracy, not dictatorship. So more of a Russian kind of a stance there.
It could be a Russian kind of a stance, yes.
So you're feeling more we're taking guidance from Russia. I know other people were saying that.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for coming out today and speaking your mind and showing up. Hi. Would you like to talk about yours? It's pretty simple.
Elon, yes. Elon is firing all the federal workers, including our daughter. She's up to may lose her job any moment.
What does she work for?
She
The
works at forestry.
Okay.
Forestry. Yeah, her job is on the line.
Are they completely gutting everybody's job or picking certain people to pull from?
We're together.
Yeah, we're together.
Yeah.
So they're just picking certain people,
It's no rhyme or reason to it. They're just
randomizing it?
folks. Yeah.
She's been there for how many years?
So I don't really want to talk about that because I don't want to risk her position.
Oh yeah, we won't say her name or nothing like that.
I have
But
another one over there.
no king in America. That's almost what another one says over there too.
No king. No, we don't need a king in our democracy. It
Right.
doesn't work.
I understand that. Would it be on the Forest Service side though? Is there certain jobs like say ground the ones who empty the trash or the ones who weed abatement and stuff like that?
I don't want to do anything or talk for anyone in the Forest Service because I don't want them to in any way.
You don't want to misrepresent.
That's exactly right.
Okay, I totally get that.
We're here because we just want all people to be treated with respect and dignity, regardless of who they are, where they come from, what they do in this country. We want all people to respect.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so I guess they're wrapping up now, and that means I get to go to work and do some floors. Yay! We'll talk a little bit more on the way out, and then we'll wrap up our stuff too. If anybody has any questions for me, go ahead and let David know.
I'm not very good at bending.
You're good?
Thanks.
Oh, thank you.
I don't want us to leave a lot of time.
I thank you for caring. Where are we parked? Okay. So there you have it, everybody. This was the about an hour-long demonstration for anti-Trump, anti-Musk. I have my own opinions and reserves. So it was a good conversation with a couple different people today. And that kind of gave everybody an idea and an insight into what they're thinking and what's going on. So I know we all have different opinions. Today there's Democrats and Republicans and liberals out here. So, some things people agree with and some things they don't. We're all United States of American citizens. Let's remember that. Peace.